Oh man, that's a terrible shirt. He got a terrible shirt on. The guy
I
got
wore
this
that for you,
terrible
man.
shirt on. I got a little blue, but hey, what's up? What's up, Facebook? There you go. What's up, Facebook? What's up, LinkedIn? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Troy McKnight coming at you from Dallas, Texas. Hope you guys having an awesome freaking Saturday, the first Saturday in 2022. I think I did it last year, and I'm gonna do it again. The first person I bring on every year, since me and him being friends, is my friend Justin. You know what I'm saying? So I got him here with me. We're gonna drop some nuggets. We're gonna, maybe hopefully inspire you to make this the best year you ever had in your life. So, Justin, take it away. Tell them a little bit about you. If this is the first time actually seeing you, could you just kind of introduce yourself to them and give them a brief overview of who Justin is?
Yeah, because you're constantly always adding new people. Like, maybe I do need to reintroduce myself, so allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Justin Springer. I'm basically a digital marketer and been online since 2016 and just having fun with it, man. Having a lot of fun with it. Haven't been job free. So that's always a good thing in my eyes, right? Learned a lot of things along the way. And so just hopefully sharing some value back with you guys. Maybe you can benefit off of it and maybe you can use it to change your life. That's what it's all about, man. And, it's funny because me and you were just talking about how we're struggling with kind of a topic, and it's the first, it's the new year, man. And I'm kind of curious. I'm really curious to see how many people are going to be like, yo, I started today, January 1st, or did they do it again? Did they do it again? The same thing they said they were going to do last year. Did they do it again? Did they say, you know what, maybe I'll just wait till Monday because, Monday is the first of the week.
You know the crazy thing about it is, Justin, I don't know if you saw the one I did with Willie. I had Willie Tubbs on the other day, right? And he was saying he don't celebrate the new year no more. And it really hit me in the face because he said he celebrate every moment because that's all we really truly have. But as we get into this new year, because so many people do, they function off, hey, I'm gonna make this year the best year ever. I'm gonna set my goals. I'm gonna crush it this year. And like you said, instead of them already having everything written down and ready to go, they sitting back and saying, I'm gonna start Monday. And I'm like, why not start today? Just the same, like we was talking about earlier. And I don't, we talked about it before. We discussed it a lot. If you don't have your goals written down, man, you're already losing. If you think you're just gonna keep them up here, and it's got to be something that you got to actually look at every day. You got to look at it when first thing you get in the morning. You got to look at it right before you go to bed, and that's the only way you're gonna accomplish something really big. The guy that was a millionaire, man, made millions of dollars, been in the same company for 30 years. Years ago, I met him at Starbucks, me and Lisa both, and we was just talking because he knew we was building another business. And he said, man, he put out a card, and it was a card with all his goals and stuff on it, right? And he told me, he said, man, this is when my life changed. I carry this card. So he said, when I go to a meeting and somebody tell me no, or when, I get frustrated, something like that and feel like giving up, he said, I pull out this card. And he had his why on it, why he was doing what he was doing, basically his goals or where he was going, but also why he was doing what he was doing, because that kept them focused on the bigger goal. You know what I'm saying? So many people, they go through and they get, no, and they get knocked out, or they get no, well, I'm not going to say knocked out. Because I used to be that same way, Justin. I go talk to 2 or 3 people. All of them tell me no. Then I'll be like, shoot, I'm done for the day.
Yeah.
That way?
Oh, yeah, of course. Like, I mean, that's the thing. Mike Tyson said it best, right? We all have a plan until we get punched in the mouth, right? And so it's like we have this plan to set out, and then boom, we get punched in the mouth, and we're like, nah, forget it. This wasn't the right plan. And that's not true at all, right? You just got hit. Pick yourself back up. But I really like what you said, and I like the goal card idea. I know about goal cards. I do like the whys. I think that that's an extra little bonus there. But it goes deeper than that, and it's all about programming, which we already know all this. But I think people just brush that off when they hear that. But you're right. I'm just like your other friend who said, hey, listen, man, I don't want to just say, oh, weekends. Nah, because if you notice in the past, or for me anyways, but looking at society, weekends were just a way to escape. But why? Weekend is just another day. It doesn't dictate anything else. It's another day for you to live and to be grateful for that moment and to use that moment, right? So a couple of years ago, I put time on the forefront of my mind rather than just money, right? I did everything revolving around time, and I started noticing the mental programming. I mean, think about all the little other sayings that we do, right? When we sit there and say hump day, right? What is that supposed to mean? Wednesday? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about you guys, but Wednesdays, I'm excited about Wednesdays, right? Or they say Monday is Monday motivational day. Monday motivation is just because people actually needed motivation just to get out of bed on a Monday, which is crazy. I mean, I don't know about anybody else, but I believe in time. So any day that I can wake up, I'm going to be truly grateful for it. So I'm not going to wait until New Year's or till Monday to start fresh. I'm going to use the time right now because right now is the only thing I can control. You know, half of the people, heaven forbid, not trying to throw this out there or be morbid, but they can get in a car wreck tomorrow and then they can't even start on their goal on Monday. At least they could start right now and just be happy for the progress that they're making today.
I mean,
Do you agree?
that's powerful in inside itself, Justin. I mean, because we've been around this game a long time. You know, I've been around this thing come February, it'll be 19 years, right? And when you first get into business, it is all about the money. And don't get me wrong. I mean, you got to have money because money create lifestyles and stuff like that, right? But what's more important? We talk about it all the time, money or time. Time is the most important thing you have because you can't get it back. The reason why we do what we do is to free up our time. You know, so many people, they say, you know, well, in the beginning, I'm gonna back it up because in the beginning, I don't want you guys to get twisted. It's just like a rocket. When you launching a business, man, you got to put a lot of time in it. You got to put a lot of effort. You got to learn. You got to develop your skills. But once you get your skills to a certain level, then you start spending your time doing the things you like doing. And, you know, and that's why you do the business, spending time with your family, you know, your wife, your kids, your mom, your dad, taking trips and stuff like that. And when you come back from the trip, your check bigger than what it was. Just like Justin, I actually got a chance to meet him about a couple of months ago, month and a half ago. He came down here to Dallas, you know, and he just was on vacation. He was chilling out. But guess what? His business was still growing. Yeah, I got that Dallas Cowboy stuff on.
Yes,
but anyway,
sir.
That's what we're talking about here. So don't get it twisted. You know, look at money as a freedom ticket, something to free up your time. Don't chase the money. Chase the impact. I don't care. You know, like I'm in the home business profession. Justin is actually teaching people how to actually market online, affiliate marketing and stuff like that, self-development, right? But you need all of that stuff. I mean, you really do, but don't get it twisted. Your time is the most valuable thing that you have. We're in the 2022. You know, I pray to God that, you know, we make it all the way through 2022, but it's going to be a lot of people that's not going to make it to the end of 2022. It's going to be a lot of people that's not going to even make it to the end of this day, the end of January or anything like that. So you got to take your time and you got to cherish every freaking moment. And Justin, know me and him real good friends. You know, man, I've been on this weight loss journey, gonna lost all his weight. But anyway, you know the story behind that. But he also understand my heart, how I really cherish time. And for me, even me and him, we had a conversation when he was down here, and he was trying to program me to say, Troy, freaking get out of your head and live in the freaking moment. And I mean, that's what it's about. Get out of your head and live in the moment, and everything else will fall in place. And in the moment, right now for you, if you're going into this the first day of January 2022, right? You want to have your goals and stuff, and you want to have your plan of action going because it really don't matter, Justin. I didn't even know. Most of the time, I don't even know what freaking day it is. I mean, really, I don't. I be like confused, especially since the holidays and stuff. And I worked on Christmas Eve. On Christmas Eve, I was sitting up here calling people about business. You know what I'm saying? Most people took off and they run it. The day, New Year's, right? Most people, they want to accomplish big things, right? But they took the whole day off. And who me and you are, we still working. We giving value right now. We doing a Facebook Live. You know, I text Justin yesterday, bro, let's go live because I had him almost every year for the past 2 years. He's been on here. So take it away, brother. Let's drop something that can make these people really understand goal setting and the importance of like trying to compress their time, trying to compress it.
Well, I think definitely it's goal setting but use goal setting more as clarity to define what you want. And the reason why is because once you can clarify exactly what you want, well, then you can kind of map out your day. You know, it's kind of like what you said, right? So that way we're not to the mental programming of just what days are because, you know, like you said, I don't even remember what day it is. I totally agree with that. Half of the time, I don't even know what day it is either because I'm living my best life. But that's the other thing. I pre-plan it. Now, when people hear me say I'm living my best life, they think, oh, yo, he's traveling all the time and everything. No, that's not what I'm calling a best life. A best life to me is every day I go to bed grateful, like that I accomplished or I made movements. Like Tony Robbins said, the key to happiness is progress, right? So every day I'm doing the best I can to make some type of progress. Now, for me, I pick 4 sections, right? Like it's my health, it's my mental health, my mindset, my actual health, my body, right? Relationships, the people I love around me, and then my business. If I can, add value to those 4 things each and every day, I consider that a win for the day. That's just me. What's up?
Repeat that again, Justin, because some people probably missed that. I mean, really repeat for you today what you just shared.
Right. So I had the goals, but then I want to create each and every day a part of a great life because I can't control where I'm going to be, in 2 years, right? In a sense, right? Meaning like, heaven forbid something can happen to me, right? So I can only control today. So what I do is I add to my mindset, I add to my body, I add to relationships, the people that I love and everything, and then I add to my business. And if I can do those 4 things, I can go to bed comfortably. Regardless if I hit a home run and say, oh, cool, like, man, it was a home run today. I did all this stuff. I'm not worried about that. I'm more worried about, did I add those? Did I get on first base on everything?
Why is business last?
Why is business? Well, no, there's no particular order, but I know where you're going with that. I know where you're going with that because the other things mean more important to me than business. But I will say this: there is no particular order on that. However, I do come first. And that's weird for me because I know once again, mental programming, right? It's better to give than receive, and you got to be this. You don't know how many times I hear about it, right? So many people are trapped in the relationships trying to make the other person work. And I'm like, well, what about you? What are you doing to make you work? Right. Like, I mean, it's everybody, right? If we're not taking care of ourselves, then how are we going to be good to everybody else? If we're not taking care of ourselves, how are we going to be good on our business? So many people are out there searching for how to gather leads and all this stuff. And it's kind of like, you got to ask yourself the ultimate question. Why would somebody want to buy or join from you anyways? Right? Because most of the time it's not because you have all the knowledge, because believe me, they can Google for knowledge, right? It's, do they see you as somebody that can actually help them, that can go somewhere that's actually changing their life, that's actually living differently, that's, that actually, made some type of improvement, I want to say, right? And people can see that. They know it. They know it by your confidence, the way you walk, that you're not faking, that you're sharing, right? Too many gurus out there faking. And I think there was a time for that when people were still new to this internet thing. You know what I mean? They were like, oh, they needed to get excited by the Lamborghinis and everything. But now, dude, they just want to see that, okay, hey, you're sharing your story and you found a way out. Yo, let me roll with you.
How can I do it? Because
I need that way out.
How can I do it? That's what they're looking for. It ain't even about, I tell people all the time, Justin, because I'm just like you. I'm in the home business profession, so I work with a lot of entrepreneurs, right? On my team and other people on other teams is just friends, right? And one of the things that I try to, inspire them to do is take themselves out of the situation. When you're actually talking to somebody about your business, it's not about you, it's about them. How can you help them? A lot of times people, man, look what I did, or I got this, or I got that. People are not worried about what you got. People looking at it like, how can you show me how to get $500 a month or 200 or 1,000 or whatever that is, right? And the way you do that is, you get on lives like this. You follow Justin if you're not following him on Facebook. You follow me if you actually in the home business profession, because I'm gonna bring a host of people on that can help you take your business to the next level. You increase your freaking value. The more valuable you become, the more money you're going to make. I mean, that is the key. I've heard Jim Rome say it. I was actually listening to a service the other day from a preacher. Same scenario. If you want to make more money, become more valuable. The more valuable you become to the marketplace, the more money you're going to make. I was actually talking to a friend of mine last night, sharing the same thing. Man, and this guy is like an awesome mechanic. Everybody be bringing stuff to him because he's valued. His value is high. People know he do good work. You know what I'm saying? So they want to actually have him do their vehicles, and they're willing to pay whatever because he don't even work on them all the time no more, right? But his value is so high. So you got to take that same concept in the home business profession, affiliated marketing profession. People want to look for people that can help them accomplish their goals and dreams. And the way you do that is, like Justin said, you got to get your mindset right. You know what I'm saying? You got to read. You got to work on yourself. If you're in the weight loss, how can you sell weight loss? Even if you're in health and wellness. I found myself in the health and wellness industry. Got an awesome product, right? But I was freaking like, I don't know, maybe 40, 50 pounds overweight or something like that. Now I lost like 60 something pounds. Now I fit what I do, right? I really do. So if you got a weight loss program, you can't be like 30, 40 pounds overweight and trying to market a weight loss program. If you're in health and wellness, you can't be overweight trying to market health and wellness, because guess what? People are going to be looking at it like, man, that stuff must not be really working. It's all about the value. The more valuable you become, and that all works kind of hand in hand with everything. I saw Justin post somebody the other day that just made like $1,000 in a day or whatever. I'm pretty sure he assisted him because that's what he do, right? That's value. I mean, that's value. That's what it's all about. People want people who can help them change their situation. And right now today, Justin, I know you probably agree, people are looking for what we have more than ever right now.
Yeah, people are definitely looking for more for what we have. I mean, and let's go ahead and shatter that whole idea, because I see where you were going with your last thing. But there's going to be somebody out there saying, well, I don't have those results yet, so how can I sell it? Or let me sell it when I get those results. Then we're not saying that. Share your journey along the way, right? Because ultimately people are going to buy off of emotion anyways. And I think we forget that, right? It's like when we share value, we forget that people are still going to buy off of emotion rather than logic. Logic only justifies everything. Why did people actually go to that person you said, the mechanic, right? Because it's the peace of mind. It wasn't really because they, like at first, it wasn't really about loving this guy, loving his work and all that. It's the logic kicked in was, I want a peace of mind. The logic says go to this guy because I do know him and I feel more confident with the work that he puts in that I'm not going to get screwed. So it's that peace of mind knowing that they're going to be able to drive off their car and be okay, right? Well, that's the same thing. But here's the deal. If you don't have those results yet, you can still start sharing your story and people get emotional about that, right? Because they're like, wow, you know what? Troy's over there losing weight and he was a little bit overweight. If he can do it, I can do it too. So even if Troy didn't have the huge amount of weight loss yet, like he does now, even him just going to the gym and making that first step, it motivates you because you're saying, man, I need to do something like that too. There was one day I posted a picture where I was in the gym and I was just playing around. I said, oh, you took today off. That's cute. What happened was someone right underneath that in the comments said, yo, man, I totally agree, man. I got to get to the gym and quit BSing. And I'm like, let's go. It's something as simple as that. I wasn't flexing in the gym or nothing. It was just me being in the gym and showing people that I'm taking the next step. Where are you at? And it internalized him that emotion that said, you know what? If Justin's out there doing it, I got to start doing something my damn self.
I mean, that's powerful with inside itself, Justin. I got to go back because the stories what sells. I mean, that's the bottom line. It's the stories. People want to know your journey. You know, I'm actually, man, you just brought that up. Probably one day next week, I'm going to share my story from the beginning again. Just, how I got in this industry and stuff like that.
Always.
Right? Because your story is what sells. People see you started right here, like, me, dyslexic, shy, bashful. They want to talk to people. Now I do Facebook Lives. Now I'm speaking to people all the freaking time. But that's my story. But that was the journey of me getting to this point. And that's what people buy. They buy your story. Even with products, if you got a product and you're trying to tell them how that product worked and all this and this and that, or the service, they don't care about that. Only thing they care about, if I take this stuff, is it going to help me? If I buy this service, is it going to save me money or is it going to make my life easier? That's it. That's why in our profession, even in affiliated marketing, what Justin do, and even especially in the home business profession, it's all about the stories. The stories is what sells, from income, from products, all of that stuff. That's what sells, because people, they look at it like, man, if that person can do it, I can do it. And that's just Justin. I mean, you hit it right on the nail right there. Because so many people get trying to explain a product and what's in it, the ingredients and all that. And I mean, I'm an A-type. I could care less about that. Just does it work?
Well, it's not even about, one, we could care less. But I mean, I want you to really think about this, okay? Because I used to sell gym memberships. That's how this is the easiest way for people to understand, right? When somebody comes in and they say, yo, I want to lose 20 pounds. And we know mentally they want to either look better, feel better. Husband told them they were fat. Wife told them they were fat, or they want to get in those jeans or that dress, right? We know that's the ultimate goal. But listen, if I turned around and told you, and you already know this because you just went out there and lost this weight. If I told you everything it was going to take to lose those 20 pounds, you most likely be like, oh, hell no. Right? Honestly, okay, hey, you're going to have to come into the gym. You're going to have to cut out sugar. You're going to have to cut out this. You're going to have to cut out that. You're going to be like, oh, never mind. I'm done. Nah, this was too much. So that's why I got to stay tied into the goal, right? And this is how you sell, by the way, if everybody is paying attention and taking notes, right? This is how you sell too. Get them talking. Well, I want to lose 20 pounds. Why you want to lose 20 pounds? Well, I want to fit back in that dress. I got you. Okay, so it's going to make you feel better, make you feel prettier, right? Yes. Okay. Well, that's the emotion. That's the only reason why they came in the gym today. That's the only reason why they want to buy your product today. That is the only reason. You have to keep that going, right? Because if I veer off that, there's no other reason why she wants to buy anything today. You know what I mean? So I have to keep emotionalizing that of how it's going to feel when she gets in that dress. And that's why I say, well, how committed are you to getting back into that dress? Well, I'm a 10. Oh, you're a 10, huh? What's the first thing you're going to do when you're in that dress? Where are you going to go? Who are you going to show off to? Oh, you know what? I'm going to show my husband because he doesn't think I can do it. Oh. So now we really got it emotionalized that she wants to lose 20 pounds and she don't really want to lose 20 pounds. She could care less about the number. It's about getting in that dress, and she's going to prove her husband wrong when she gets in that dress. And she's that committed to proving her husband wrong and feeling better about herself. Now, here's the thing you need to buy in order to get there. She's going to be like, done. I'm done. Cool. Sign me up.
I mean, that's powerful with inside itself. And whoever looking at this, I hope you got that. Justin asked questions, found out the need, and fulfilled it. That's all we do in business. I mean, that's exactly what we do in any type of business. You ask questions, you got to fill out that, you got to figure out what they're looking for, and then you show them how by them working with you, you can help them get it. Not by like, look at me and I'll make this money, or I'm in this awesome company and we got this product, and I got Justin over here. He's a friend of mine, he's making millions of dollars.
Ground floor opportunity.
Yeah, ground floor opportunity. My comp plan better than your comp plan.
My comp plan better than your comp plan.
So
this
many
comp plan
people-
nobody's ever seen before in their life. Man, come on, man.
People don't care about that, man.
Nah, I've seen them all anyways.
I be laughing. I saw that the other day. Somebody posted that. And let's get back. We're going to wrap this up, but guys, you got to really develop the mindset to accomplish your goals. I mean, everybody. I mean, just to work on this mindset. People ask me all the time, why I wear these bands, right? I wear these bands from Grant Cardone. I got one of them. It says, champions dominate, because my goal of it is to build a fastest growing team in my company, right? On the other side, success is my duty, because it is 10X. You know what I'm saying? No negative allowed. So I don't want no negative around me. Be positive. And then on the other side of one of them, this is for me, not for somebody else, because this really applied for me for the past at least almost 4 months. Don't be a little bitch. And that means that when I feel like I'm down and when I feel like I'm complaining, or I feel like, man, this is messed up, my situation, I look at that and say, don't be a little bitch, right? Because guess what? Champions dominate. And I'm for to dominate, baby. And I hope you dominate too. So you got it. That's all about this. So if you don't think about what you're doing, it's easy to get in a slump. And then once you get in a slump, it's hard to get out of the slump. So people say, Troy, why do you wear these bands? I wear these bands because when I get in a slump, or I'm having a bad day, or somebody tell me something that kind of pissed me off, or it goes back to something that I'm dealing with personally, right? Hey, man, no negative. Don't be a little bitch. That's dominate. So that's just something I wanted to leave you with, just to leave them with something about, we hit the goals, leave them with something about, mindset. But before that, hold on for a minute. If you're not following Justin, you most definitely want to follow Justin. If you want to become a top affiliated marketer and know how to sell products, make $1,000 in one day or more, you most definitely want to reach out to him. If you're in the home business profession, guess what? It's 2022. If you want to take your business to the next level, you probably need to find you a mentor. You probably need to find you somebody that's in your company that's already doing what you want to do, and you want to jump right under them. See, I'm not trying to recruit you. I'm telling you to find somebody in your company that's already accomplished what you're shooting for. Now, if you're considering this profession, or maybe you was in this profession once and you didn't have no luck because you didn't have somebody that teach you and show you step by step on how to be successful, then you most definitely want to hit me up in my messenger or find me on Instagram. Or then, hey, let's work together. Let's make 2022 your best year ever in your life. So Take it away, Justin. Leave them something with this mindset, bro, so they can make this year their best year ever.
Well, first of all, y'all need to be getting with Troy. Seriously, message him instantly, because he's going to definitely help you, because I love his passion with that. And you're right. We did kind of veer off today, so we did hit a couple of topics. So I'll just kind of wrap it all up, right? Number one, man, you should already have your goals mapped out. Number two, you should be adding something to those goals each and every single day. Don't wait, because there is no perfect time. All you have is now. And I promise you, if you will start really focusing on that, you'll start seeing where your time is being wasted. And that is the beauty. Like, so many people, they get a little upset because they didn't hit their goal in their first month that they wanted that goal. But this is the beautiful thing. You learn where you've been wasting your time. You know what I mean? And that's the coolest thing ever. And that's why I told you I put time on the forefront, right? I started noticing I was wasting it with the wrong people or the wrong things, or maybe I was in too many programs. Maybe my mind was trying to do too many things at once and I needed to hire somebody or leverage or something like that. But you'll see that if you start today adding to that. And last but not least, like you just said, mindset is everything. I love what you did about the bands. I actually write something different every morning. I say I am a winner because... And then I let my mind take it away from there. Because if I just said, hey, I'm a winner, my mind's going to be like, no, you're not, right? No, you're not. Look at all the problems that you have. Look at all the stuff that you haven't accomplished yet. But if I say I'm a winner, because my mind triggers to think, well, how are you a winner? Well, hey, I know how you're a winner because you did this today, or yesterday you hit a couple of sales goals, right? Or because you know what? The world is happening for you and not to you, right? It's actually happening for you and making you better. Of course you're a winner. And I do that each and every day, because you're right. We have to trigger our mind to think something differently. Don't let all society's little things about hump day and all that and weekends, or New Year, there is no thing. All you have is now, and you need to make the best of it. So that's my 2 cents.
Wow. Hey, guys, whoever looking at this, I hope this helped you and inspired you to go after your dreams and goals and make 2022 the most fire year. I didn't say awesome. I said fire. Where this year is on fire for you, where you actually go out there and make an impact in your life, but not only your life, go make an impact in other people's lives. With that, God bless. I want to thank you, Justin, for tuning in, bro. Love
Always.
you, I really do love you from the deep of my heart, from the bottom
Same
of my
here,
heart. Oh,
man.
you've been able to help me with a lot of stuff, even with this mindset thing. And like I said, if you're not following Justin, you most definitely want to reach out to him, follow him. And even if you're in a program, you still want to reach out to him and follow him because he got a heart of gold and he don't mind helping anybody. With that, God bless you guys. Have an awesome freaking Saturday night.